Today I want to attempt making vanillin from these instructions that I found in the internet. The whole process involves the oxidation of lignin, which is this really large polymer usually found in wood and tree bark. Lignin is actually derived from the Latin lignum, meaning wood. Using both oxidation and alkaline hydrolysis, it should be possible to separate the polymer into simpler constituents, vanillin being one of them. I first weighed out both 10 grams of lignin sulfonate and 20 grams of sodium hydroxide, as I am using exactly double the amount of everything in the instructions. To catalyze the oxidation of the lignin, I'm using copper sulfate. Adding the sodium hydroxide solution, which I've made earlier, and applying some heat should yield copper hydroxide. Now that everything appears to be ready, I'll add in the sodium lignosulfonate. The condenser, which is attached to the boiling flask, is then circulated with water to make sure none of the reaction mixture can escape as a vapor. Sadly, the stirring function on my heating mantle broke, which led me to use the hot plate instead. To ensure that the whole thing would still be heated correctly, I had to get a little creative with aluminum foil. After the whole thing refluxed for around 2 to 3 hours, I then set off to adjust the pH of the solution to around 8. At this point the smell of vanillin should be quite noticeable, but to me it was very faint at best, probably even non-existent. I thought that perhaps the next step, which is a liquid-liquid extraction, could help matters, but I don't have any diethyl ether, which is why I instead used ethyl acetate, as this article seems to say that vanillin's solubility in it is still quite good. So I drained off the water layer in order to transfer the ethyl acetate to a simple distillation setup. After some time, it sadly became clear that there actually was nothing dissolved in the ethyl acetate, and all I was doing was pretty much transferring some ethyl acetate as well as water from one flask to another. I'd be happy to get any input on what I might have done wrong, so that I can repeat the whole thing with some more success.